Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Integer and welcome to my another video where I express my opinions on a very specific topic. This time it will be pre-ordering video games. It's another year and we have another Assassin's Creed game on our hands. Only that it has not been a year since their last game. It's been 4 months. Not even that actually. Following the release of Assassin's Creed Unity, which can now be easily tagged as a highly successful release for Ubisoft, and it's an unlucky rule rather than the exception for Ubisoft in 2014, I will not be surprised if PC users look at Rogue, the upcoming Assassin's Creed game, set to release on the 10th of March, look at it with suspicion. I haven't played Unity myself, just to be clear, but hell, even I know. It does sound like we've gone on a merry-go-round and are due yet another delivery that comes to us cladded as a knight in shining armor. Only too many times we've learned so far that not all is gold that shines as equally brightly. Let me break this down for you. When a game costs you £45, which is a full retail price for a AAA title, you expect certain things. Okay, in this day and age, granted, you might not and should not expect an immediate Game of the Year contender. But for that price, frankly, a solid, working and a finished product. However, sadly, none of the before mentioned are a given anymore, even for the steep price tag we have to abide, which if anything only looks to climb even higher in the upcoming years. Also to let you know, I have nothing against the idea itself of pre-ordering. On paper, it sounds good. You support the developer by paying for his product before it's available, this way providing a financial return and, more importantly, trust in the developer and the releaser. In reality, however, we've had too many occasions where huge promises and the hype surrounding a release of a game frankly failed to materialize. And even to the degree where the product was clearly unfinished, rushed out, and still plenty of bugs and errors. And of course, although I'm not specifically aiming my words to it, Assassin's Creed Unity applies as a very valid example. Another hugely unfair gesture towards fans and players, and I'm aware that this has been said thousands if not millions of times, but I will repeat it, is inclusion of pre-order exclusive game content. And I'm talking about things like missions, extra areas, extra playable characters, basically anything that was either clearly sliced off from the original game version and rebranded as yours for an extra buck, or created before the game released. The issue with the latter being that it obviously cost developers time to create that content they could have used working on the base game. Obviously visual items, I must say, such as skins, model variations, basically anything that is created by the arts department, which, if you know anything about game development, probably has very little to do in the last few months or weeks before the release. These things are okay, and I have no problems with that. For instance, all of the Assassin's Creed Unity pre-orders came with a Chemical Revolution mission, which was not part of the base game, available for the full price if bought after the release. And now it's part of the Secrets of Revolution downloadable content available from Ubisoft's Uplay shop for £5.50. See, this is where I see an issue. A mission that was given for free to people who pre-ordered the game is now part of a DLC pack for those who pay the full price after the release. And the main question is, why was this mission included as a pre-order bonus in the first place? And the answer is plain and clear. I've said it before. It was to boost the pre-orders, to make you pay the money before the game is even out. Which, as if you could gather from what I've already said, wouldn't be a terribly horrific crime if not for the simple fact that the state that the game was released in was absolute crap. Hell, there are still complaints that people are unable to experience the game fully to this very day, a month before next Assassin's Creed game is to be released for PC, and good 5 or so patches later. Also, don't get me wrong, I am not trying to create any prejudgments towards any of the Assassin Unity games, especially not Rogue, because it's not even out yet. What I'm only trying to underline is that given the current facts, pre-ordering is simply not worth it, because frankly the trust, if there was any in the first place, that the developer and publisher Ubisoft had, has evaporated within last year because of our known examples. And also due to the flat-out unfair deal which does not benefit buyers after release, even if they pay exactly the same price as the pre-orders. If I was to generalize and exclude any specific examples so as not to seem biased towards certain games, which I'm definitely trying not to be, pre-ordering together with pre-order exclusive offers should almost always exclusively be ignored, and the potential buyer and player should wait until the game is released to decide whether he wants to spend his money on it. And the reason being because we have to battle this unfairness. We have to show that financial success of a video game is guaranteed only and only if the product that is offered upon release is complete and is of good quality. And I'm speaking about the quality of performance, not the quality of the gameplay itself, because that is highly subjective. We have to stop pre-ordering games, even if it's for a good cause, because we as community, as a players, we need to make a stand. Because since one paying £45 early gives you one mission that's already part of the game anyways, and paying £45 after the release excludes the access to that mission. And even worse, in both cases the game is still broken and unplayable anyways. I will leave you with that, and thanks very much for watching and listening. My name has been Integer, and I'll see you next time.